Hello. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you taking the time to go ahead and watch this video. What I want to deal with today is just a short video, and I'm going to try to shoot through this really quick on how do you pick a mortgage company, especially when I'm looking for loan programs. There's just a lot of information. How do I make my decision? What should I make it on? Let me give you a couple really kind of decisive slides that really could help focus you on that. I recommend you pick me in American Empire Home Loans, but by all means, make the choice that you think best suits your particular needs. And, obviously, you want to find a loan officer that works quite well with you. So, the question I want to answer is what is the right home loan program for you? And really, what we're talking about is product selection, financial education, and exceptional service. These would be the three hallmarks of why I would pick that particular company, program, etc. So again, product selection, financial education, and exceptional service. Service is really what we're talking about here. So let me just shoot through this. When it comes to products, there are so many products out there. What I recommend you think through first is if you're going to go directly to, let's say, a bank or a credit union, they're only going to have very limited amount of products, programs available for you. So it's either you fit into that cookie cutter mold or you don't. Here's a good opportunity for you to kind of look at what a broker does. That's what Empire Home Loans is. We have a whole cavalcade of options available for you from um, bank statement loans to FHA, VA, non-QM, which are those loans that fall outside of the Fannie Freddie kind of guidelines, construction, renovation loans, jumbo loans. And then we have a host of other type of loans that exist that we have access to because we have so many lenders that are available to us. And so that's why sometimes when you're looking at loan opportunities, you really want to kind of get with I would say the Costco of the group, which is the brokers, because they have access to all the lenders and a lot more programs like chattel loans, piggybacks, bridge loans, these kind of things that really can help you solve problems in the loan process. Financial education. This is the second tenet that I wanted to really bring up, and this is kind of the hallmark of what I do and why I think I'm a good match for a lot of people because they do want that education. And I want to break that down into three specific parts. Number one, terminology. Terminology can distance us from a lot of these things. So I really want to try to introduce you to terminology and give you some resources so that you can go back and you understand what is DTI, what is CTC, what are these things that they're talking about. Also, process. I put the quote in here. There's many a slip between a cup and a lip. And this is from Moliere's Tartuffe. But what we're really saying here is that with the pre-approvals, with all of the escrow process, underwriting, all these kind of things, you really want to have some open communication that helps you to understand what are the milestones and somebody who's communicating with you about the process, what needs to move to the next mark. And then finally, you really want to find somebody who has an exceptional product knowledge. This has to do with the financial education, obviously, but the more that they are aware of the industry, of the programs, of the products that can service your needs, the better resource you're going to have. You really want to try to find those loan officers and those companies that have an enormous arsenal, meaning that they have just a bunch of weapons and tools to be able to come back and help you out. So that's the financial literacy aspect. And then finally, I think this is where we start to see these kind of Venn diagrams of overlap. What I always try to say is you really want good service. In fact, I pride myself on having excellent service. I really want to have clients for life. I don't want customers. I want clients. I want to help people move through the process and continue to develop that relationship with them over their lifetime, over many different homes, family, etc. We usually think of a mortgage as like a 30-day process, but let me just be honest with you. Very rarely is it just a 30-day process. That's kind of the clean vanilla cookie cutter version of it. So two things that I wanted to point out, which have for me the point of good service or excellent service. One is communication. You have a team of individuals on this or in this process that is huge. You have your buyers, you have your sellers, you have your realtors, you have your loan officers. Then we're adding in title. Then we're going to add in inspectors, obviously for the home inspection, for appraisals. We're going to have a bunch of team members that are going to consistently help us to move this process forward. So communication is absolutely, again, key to this. And you want somebody who has experience. So when the curveballs happen, or something's not seeming right, they can actually navigate that situation for you or help you out with it. And then finally, I just want to go ahead and give you my contact information because I would love to continue this conversation with you personally. Please like, share this with whoever you want. If you know anybody who's in the industry and is just thinking like, where do I start? This is a great video to kind of send to them and just say, hey, here's kind of a ballpark perspective. The next step I usually do is I send out a free buyer's guide and then I review that with you. That gives you kind of the overview of the process and the specific terminology and things that you're going to want to know. Program specifically, and obviously some of those other tenets about the process that really help you to understand like what's going on, what am I looking for, what's next. This is Austin Lawrence, your mountain biking MLO. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. Again, please like, subscribe, share this with any of your friends. You have my contact information, so feel free to reach out to me anytime. I am here to help. You have a wonderful day, and hopefully, I will see you on the trail.